EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Giant defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
To throw, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a give, right side. Gilmore. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Chicago.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To the air, Williams. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trey Tucker. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Giants 7, Bears 3.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams run on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Dart going to look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third down and 1.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Taken in by his big tight end.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing his Dart. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Williams has his man. It's Shakir. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 31 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and full. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Roll, roll, roll.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
On Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead.
Bears 3.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
That's good for the Bears. First down. A 51-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Step up in the place and yo, I step correct. All in check. I got that head knock. Never you, yo, never.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come on, set, hook.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Set the knee. 19, time, go.
That's caught by Tucker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking a 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Trap alert. Hey, smash.
Hey, spin.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. To throw, Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Trey Tucker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. Shakir hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and the Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's another Bears first down.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Oh, we Coaches come into a game preaching total team effort. CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Bears 10.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in the... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
70 ring, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air, Dart. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, a partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
What is that?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. A back foot throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw is Williams. He gets it to Cooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To the air once more. Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And again, back to Komet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Sanders on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
52. Bears 17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Dart going to look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs on in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Working out of the gun is Dart. That's caught by Tucker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing again is Dart. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On fourth down, here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the fourth quarter. And Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game